This is a click and drag problem, and looks like we have a story problem with the table and some answers down here that I need to match up down there. My task is to match each walker with their corresponding unit rate in miles per hour. So, okay. So let's read it. An oval-shaped walking path at a local park is 3/4 of a mile long. 4 walkers recorded the number of laps they walked and the time it took them in the table below. Okay, so we have Amber, Bruno, Katie, and Drake. I'm going to just go ahead and drag their names. Oopsie. Drag their names right here because it doesn't really matter where we have them. They don't want us to order them or anything, so I think I will put them in this order though. Katie and Bruno. Okay. All right, so now I am going to take Amber, who had 3, well, I'm going to write a little word ratio first. So miles compared to number of minutes, or miles per hour. Okay. So Amber had 3 times 3/4 around. So she went 9/4 or 2 1/4 miles. So I'm going to put 2 1/4 miles right there. And then it took her 40 minutes. So 40 minutes would be okay to put in here, but really they want it in terms of an hour. So 40 minutes, 40 over 60, reduces down, and divide them both by 2, to 2/3.
And where'd you get the 60 at, Miss Gross?
Oh, the 60, it was 60 minutes in an hour.
Perfect.
So I'm going to convert all of these actually to hours, because they want it in miles per hour. So good question. There we go. Alrighty, so now we have 2 1/4 miles in 2/3 of an hour is how far Amber went. Would have been easier on us if they would have let it be a mile long and we could have just used the 3, but since it was only 3/4, we did 3 times 3/4 to get that 2 1/4. All right, now fraction bar means divide, so I'm going to change that back to 9/4 divided by 2/3. And then I'm going to invert and multiply, so 9/4 times 3/2. Nothing cancels down, so I'll just multiply straight across. 27/8, which is 27 divided by 8 would be 3 3/8. So I look over here and I can feel pretty confident that that's right, because there is an answer choice of 3 3/8. So I'm going to drag that over to Amber. Now actually I'm going to keep this up here and just use it as a model, because all of them I'm going to do the same way. So we'll go with Drake. How did Drake get in there next? I was thinking I was going in order, but I'll go with Drake since I have him next. And we'll go number of laps, so 6 times 3/4, so that would be 18/4, which reduces to 9/2, which actually I'm going to leave that improper because I had to change it to improper anyway. So I'll do 9/2 divided by, now, Drake was 72 over 60. So I could reduce that down. Let's see, I'm going to divide them both by 6. That'd be 12/10. And then divide it down again. That would be 6/5. Just a little over an hour. So I'm going to divide that by 6/5. So once again, fraction bar means divide. And I want to invert and multiply. So I get 45/12, which 12 goes into 45 almost 4 times, 3 times, 36 with 9 left over, and 9/12 reduces to 3/4. So let's see if they have 3 3/4 over there, and they do. So again, I can feel pretty confident that that is right. I'm going to bring that over here and put it right there. Okay, Katie, same type of thing. I'm going to put this up here. So 5, she went 5. I'm getting a lot of work all over the place. I better put it maybe right here. So 5/1 times 3/4. So she went 15 fours. I'm gonna just leave that improper. So, and let's see, so 75 60ths. So 75 60ths would reduce, 75 60ths, divide that by 15, that would be 5 fours. So I'm going to take 15 fours and divide it by 5 fours. So 15 fours times 4 fifths. Get a little break because that canceled down, and so did that. So very good, that was 3. She was the easiest one to do. And then our last one, Bruno, number of laps was 4 times 3/4. So that cancels down, so that was 3. And then I'm going to divide that. Bruno went 54, so 54 60ths. If you divide that by 6, that's 9. Divide that by 6, that's 10, so it's 9/10. So I'm going to take 3 divided by 9/10. So that would be 3 over 1 divided by 9/10. Invert and multiply. 10 ninths. We get 30 ninths. And let's see, 9 goes in there 3 times. Let's do a little division problem here. 3 times 9 is 27. 3, so 3 and 3 ninths, which is 3 1/3, which sure enough, it is one of our answer choices. So we can bring that over here. Ooh. Bring that over here. And there it is. So that was a lot of work. We really did the same problem 4 times, but that was a lot of work and a lot of endurance to stick with.